Hello again. I will freely admit that I'm a pretty old-fashioned person, a man who has conventional ideas about what constitute appropriate roles for men and women. I think, for instance, when it comes to police officers, soldiers, and prison guards, then big tough men are a much more sensible choice than small or glamorous women. If you employ small women as police officers, then they might not be able to hold their own in a rough house. And if you employ glamorous women as guards in a male prison, then some of them will end up having sex with the inmates. That it should even be necessary to spell out this kind of thing says a good deal about modern British society. That such a view should be controversial tells us even more. Oh, and I think that police officers and prison guards should be British as well, of British nationality, which really does mark me down as an old and hopelessly outdated dinosaur. This reflection has been prompted by the news that a Brazilian woman called Linda de Souza Abra, who may be seen in the thumbnail to this video, had sex with a prisoner, while another prisoner watched and filmed them. She has pleaded guilty to misconduct in public office. I am perfectly well aware that we are all expected to pay lip service to the idea that women should be able to do any job which a man can do, whether that's loading lorries or guarding men in prison, but it is manifestly not the case. Anybody watching the film of the incident at Manchester Airport must surely have noticed that the female officers were knocked down fairly swiftly, and that it was the men who regained control of the situation. Imagine that no men had been available that day and only women were there trying to deal with things. There are some roles where we need men and others where women are more suitable. Mr. Sousa Abres strikes one as being particularly unsuited to being employed as a prison guard. She has an account on a website called OnlyFans, for instance, which is primarily used by prostitutes making pornography. And she has also appeared on a Channel 4 series about swingers. Who in his senses would think it a good idea to let her guard male prisoners at Wandsworth Prison? Surely at least one person had the common sense to object to engaging her for that job. But this is the state of our nation, where it seems that nobody has any common sense, and everybody is so scared of pointing out the obvious in case they are accused of racism, sexism, or Islamophobia. Stoutest tactic a lot of the time is to keep your mouth shut entirely. It's little wonder then that so many people get away with so much these days.